Hey everybody, I just wanted to give you a little quick video about something cool that I discovered earlier last week using an ordinary barcode scanner. Okay, so you just plug this barcode scanner in. It's a USB plug. I basically appropriated this from our school library. If you don't have one, your school absolutely does have one in the textbook room somewhere, but if for some reason you just cannot locate one, they just won't part with it, you can always get one on Amazon for like 19 bucks. It is a basic scanner. You just plug it into your computer and it works. And on the other side, I'm going to show you some cool things that I do for registration that you can also do as well. This is our registration sheet that we're using with the school, and I've kind of modified it a little bit just to include the numbers. But normally I would have to go in and I would have to key in for, let's say I was doing a 9th grade student, I would have to key in all these numbers. I would have to 10 key them by hand, and I don't want to do that because it takes too much time, and that's time that I could be spending with my kids. So what I have done here, and let's go ahead and minimize this, what I have done here, a barcode scanner really allows you to enter numbers. So I've already made the barcodes, and I'll show you how to create that, but basically you just scan, and you can hear my scan noise, and it will scan the numbers for me. Okay, so, and they're just entering in on here. All right, and so for those of you that are in Duval County and you have Genesis, you can do it that way. If I were to pull up again Microsoft Excel, let's say I was to create a new Excel form, from this you could see that they would go into the next tab. So I would do like a file, new workbook, and I would just be able to scan these. And you can turn anything into a barcode, which is really cool. Anything you want can turn into a barcode. These just happen to be course numbers, and I can scan an entire 9th grade schedule in a matter of seconds instead of having to sit there and 10 key everything. So what I'm going to show you is how I created this barcode scanner. So I went to Google, because Google's amazing, and I basically typed in barcode scanner generator. Okay, I'll show you what I typed in here. Barcode generator multiple, because I wanted to do multiple at one time, and it ended up being the third one here. So I clicked on this, and this is really cool. Barcodes put each one on a new line. I took an extra step in here, and I can show you what I did, but essentially what I did here was minimize this and pull up my paper. So I took my Excel spreadsheet, my workbook with all the numbers. So I have all my first term courses here, and I went copy, and in here I just went ahead and put paste. Now it would generate these just as numbers. So if I were to go through, follow all the steps, generate these as numbers, I can tell it here how tall I want them. So I made them a little bit smaller, the font, and how many columns I want. So I could do 1 column, let's just do 2 columns, and down here you press create barcode. It'll take you to the new page, okay, which is really cool. So it has them all here, which is really great, and I can show you what to do with that in a minute, but go back. What I wanted to do was take a next step, so eliminate another step for me on the other side, and I want to set labels for these. So I can go through and write English 1, and this will take a little bit of time, but you're going to have to do it anyways. You know, and you can just write what they are. Creative writing. So as you go through, and you could just write what they are, doesn't matter. Critical thinking. Okay. As you go through all of these, it really doesn't take that long. Honestly, you think it's going to take much longer, but you spend more time obsessing over how long it's actually going to take than actually doing the work. Once you do it, it's done, and it's forever and ever. Remember that if I have a 500 student caseload. If I had 500 students and I had a 10 key all their first term, second term, and elective courses, I would literally go nuts. It's easier for me to just sit one time, write these all out, and just get it done with. So then I'm going to go over here to create barcode at the very bottom. And it's thinking. So everywhere I put a title, it's going to have that for me, okay? Basically, all I'm going to do with this is I'm going to create a new Word document for myself. So blank Word document, just delete all this. And I can select these. I have term 1 and 2, so I'm basically just going to, oops. Kind of, it's easier if you put it in one column, but you can just highlight. You're going to Oops, you're going to copy and paste. And see, they're going to show up here on your screen, okay? And I'm going to show you sort of my finished product, what I've already created, so that you can see everything that I have. So I'm going to go over here to barcode registration, and this is just for the 9th grade courses, okay? So you can see that I've already created one for the 9th grade. So term 1 and term 2 courses, and these already have the numbers. So if I were to scan them in, it already has the numbers. When I was originally scanning that paper, I scanned it from a paper. Now, the cool thing about a barcode scanner is it's going to read a barcode no matter where you have it. So you can save this on your computer. You can have it on an iPad and be sitting there with an iPad and just be scanning straight from the screen. A cell phone, you can create a barcode for anything. You can put all your student numbers on a barcode. But the barcode is just going to read these numbers. If you're working in our program in Duval County Genesis and you're in Enter Student Schedule, you can literally just scan down the line. It'll add all of them. You press Update and you move to the next student. So very cool. This is my finished project, and I'm just going to go ahead and print this out. I'm going to do one for all of the classes, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, and then I'm going to make a separate sheet for electives. So this is all I have to carry around and only handle it once. Okay, so my finished product, I've printed it out here, and I'm going through and I'm checking them, but you can see my finished product. I've just printed it out, and when I scan, I'm just going to kind of click on the thing. I'm just going to scan it like that, so which is really cool, and it's just going to go right into my program. I'm going to basically go to the classroom with a binder, and it's going to have this, and it's going to have the thing on the back, and that's all I did. So thanks so much.